welcome to this wind down practice. This is a beautiful practice if you need a little buffer time between the busyness of your day and before you're going to go rest in the evening. It is a beautiful practice for releasing tension. And if you do have a small ball, it'll come in handy for some self-massage techniques that we're going to start out our practice with. So just come and find a comfortable seat. We'll tune in with the Guru Mantra. So rooting through your sitting bones, lifting tall through the spine. Bring your hands to your heart. And inhale when you're ready. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. And just take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And then just gently set your hands on your knees or holding your shins. We're going to start with a seated cat to cow. So as you inhale, we're going to broaden through our collarbones, open our hearts, lift the chin, breathe in deeply. And then exhale and rounding. So drawing the chin towards the chest, sinking back on this kind of back part of your sitting bones or more onto your sacrum. And then inhale, lifting on the sitting bones, arching the back, broadening the chest. And exhale and round. And just do some more breaths like that. We're focusing more on the breath than actual movement right now. Try to create a fluid depth to the breath. Good. One more. And on your next exhale, round. And then come back to sit on your sitting bones, nice and tall. Okay. When you're ready, we're going to raise the hands up through the middle and come into a twist. Good. So you're just turning towards your right, lifting through the spine. And breathing here, broad across the chest. A great way to unwind at the end of the day is through some beautiful twists. Good. Inhaling up. Exhaling to the second side. And again, just take your time here. Long, deep breaths through this twist. And then come back to center and just pause here. So we're going to take the ball, and if you don't have one, you can use your fingers, and we're just going to massage the TMJ joint and along the jaw. So allow your mouth to open, the teeth to slightly part, and just massage this area. Releasing any tension that we hold here, and we hold tension here very often. Then do the other side. Good. Just enjoy this self-touch. In Ayurveda, it's the sister science of yoga. Touch is so really, really encouraged. Especially through self-massage, or abhyanga it's called. Taking the ball to the back of your neck or sides of your neck and just kind of massaging here. It can feel so nice. It's kind of the base of the spine where it meets, or the base of the skull where it meets the neck. And along those muscles, just to the right side of the cervical spine. And then go to the left side. It feels so nice. We're not going to use the ball too much in this practice tonight, but just a few things that we can just release easily without the use of the wall. Good, and then just pressing down on the trap. So you're going to roll the ball. So you can tilt your head one way, so opposite the way from your shoulder, and just massage it out here. So just doing little circles or back and forth movements, front to back. Oh, I already feel that great release. So keep going on the other side now. And if you find an area that you just want to spend some time on, just stay there. Good. And then just placing the ball at the front of your mat, and we're going to come into downward facing dog. So just plant the hands shoulder width apart, lift the hips, draw the thighs back and the sitting bones up towards the sky. And we're just resting the chest down. Take it easy. Long, deep breaths here. Good. And then just draw your feet together to the middle of your mat. And then lift your right leg up. So not opening it up in three-legged dog, but just keeping the hips square, lifting up that heel as high as you can without opening the hip, stretching back through your calves. You can drop that heel towards the floor, really feel that deep opening, and exhaling, dropping the foot back down. Good. And then doing the same thing here on the other side. So lift that left leg up. Try to keep the hips flat without opening that left side of the hip. Keep pressing through the knuckle pads and fingers to push your chest back. And maybe drop that right heel down towards the floor, really feeling that stretch in the back of your right leg. Good, and then come through to forward fold. So you're walking to the top of your mat. And let everything just hang here. Head and neck. And if you want to take your hands to the base of your neck and just kind of pull it down. Or even just kind of rubbing your hair, or pulling your hair. It feels kind of nice to have that length. Soft shoulders. Good. And then from here, coming up onto your fingertips, walking your hands forward. Now I have straight legs, but you might have bent legs. Left hand's going to come in the middle, and we're just going to reach that right arm up high, twisting to that whole right side. Good. And then switching sides, right hand down, left hand lifts. Opening up here. Good. Folding back down and then raising all the way up. Arms to the sky, feet hip distance apart here in Urdhva Hastasana, just reaching, lifting and lengthening. And then resting the hands down into Tadasana, palms face forward. And just pause. Stay with your breath. Taking that ball and just starting to roll it underneath your foot now. So the feet are this beautiful connection to the earth. Sometimes we forget about treating our feet well until something happens to our feet. So here we're just massaging out the feet, just giving some love to all the areas, the toes. You might spread your toes nice and wide. You might bring that ball underneath your heel. And then to the other side, and same thing here. Massage it out. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. and then again, that ball can just rest at the top of your mat or wherever now. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up to the sky, get really long and tall. Exhale, back into forward bend. Inhale to a halfway lift or flat back. And then you can hop, step, or walk it back to plank pose. And we're just gonna hold here in plank. In plank pose, you're just gonna turn to one side, and whatever that top leg is, step it halfway forward, and then opening up into kind of another little twist here. So you're leaning back, a little stretch for your IT band, pressing into that foot that's in the middle of your mat and turned outwards. Good. And then coming back down to plank pose, shifting and doing the other side. So stepping that other foot halfway up your mat, toes turning out to the long edge, and then opening up into a twist, pressing into that bottom foot, and on the outer edge of the back foot. And then let's bring it through. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, coming up into up dog, cobra, and exhaling, downward facing, and then just taking some more deep breaths here, really releasing any tension in the body. Good, and then just stepping forward into a lunge. So bringing one foot forward, other knee down. Raise the arms, grab a hold of your elbows, open up your chest here as you sink into that lunge. And taking it easy here. Good, hands coming down, step back into downward dog. And then bringing the other leg forward and come down onto your knee. Again, catching the elbows the opposite way. Opening up into this lunge and heart opener. And bringing the hands down. And just coming down onto your knees. So we're going to sit in Virasana. So you might be sitting on your heels. And if this isn't comfortable, come to cross-legged position. Just for a couple conscious breaths here. This time to pause, to transition from a busy day to a restful evening is so important. Just give yourself that opportunity to slow down. Good. Now, extending one leg forward, so you're in half Virasana, and you're going to come down onto that sitting bone. And if you can, you're going to draw the heel to the outside of your leg. So remember, if you can't do it like this, you'll just bring your foot here into sort of a half Baddha Konasana. Good. From here, lengthen your spine. Start to fold forward and over your leg. If for some of us, we grab the left hand to the outer right edge of the foot, you can do that and come down a little further. So you'll see what feels good, but just honoring where you are is so important on our path and on our journey. And just as human beings, we tend to be so critical and pushing of ourselves. How can we be more accepting and loving of where we are in our lives? Good, and then gently coming up. And then you're going to lay back, if you can, in Virasana. Trying to keep that knee flat. For some of us, you might come up onto a bolster or on your hands like this. So you'll just kind of see where you are. It's a really nice quad stretch. Arms can be overhead if it feels good. Make sure the low back isn't sore. If it is, go up higher onto your elbows or hands. And then let's switch sides. So starting to come up once again. And let's just bring the left leg out, right leg behind. Good. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold forward. Again, that inner hand might come to the outer foot and you lengthen out, kind of more at a diagonal, but you'll see. Keep breathing. And when you're ready, come back up and then shift to lower back to stretch your quad, which might be on your hands, elbows, or all the way down. Keep breathing. And then slowly coming back up. Good. That leg that's behind, bring it forward. And we're going to twist into a position here, opening up the heart. Ardha Matsyendrasana. And then coming back to center, and we'll do the other side. Left leg in, right hand holds the knee, twisting to the left. And then coming back to center. And we're going to come into Gomukhasana. So the right knee is going to come behind the left. We're going to sit up tall on our sitting bones. And when you're ready, exhale and come forward. And then switching sides when you're ready. Other leg on top. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to come forward. When you're ready, come to sit. If you have time for a Shavasana, please make that time. If not, thank you so much for unwinding with me. Bring your hands to your heart. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.